Did you know that everyone in this room has increased their risks and risk to this planet? Now, I'm going to inform you about what litter is, the history of litter, reasons and causes of litter, effects of litter, and actions taken on litter. So what is littering? Littering is small trash that's dropped or thrown in the incorrect area. So some of the things that are littered, according to KAB, Keep America Beautiful, Inc., Executive Summary, these are some of the frequently littered items. Number 1, tobacco products at 37.7%. Number 2, paper at 21.9%. Number 3, plastics 19.3%. And then you've got some of the other ones. Organic items, metals, glass, and debris that follow up on those. So the history of littering. Littering started back in the days of the cavemen. They would litter things such as wood, vegetables, and sometimes maybe other cavemen. And it's changed a lot since then. Nowadays we have a lot more people, so there's a lot more litter. And the manufacturing and technology these days is a lot different, so some of the things that are littered nowadays are a lot different. There's more dangerous chemicals that can be littered, and fluids and stuff like that. And the technology, the manufacturing, there's a lot more plastics and stuff that we have. So it's definitely changed over time. So some of the causes, there's 2 types of littering. There's non-intentional littering, which is like on accident, say something falls out of your car and you don't see it, or oil spills or things such as that. Another one is intentional littering. This would be usually caused by attitude, poor attitude, and this could be laziness or seeing an area that's already dirty and you figure you can litter there. Now, another major one on that is dumping. And illegal dumping is when someone takes all their trash like this here and they dump it in an area that, like this area right here in the woods or in an ocean or something. Sometimes they'll do it in a place, that people don't see, but it's illegal and you can get fines for it. So according to Victorians Litter Action Alliance litter statistics, out of every 100 people in public, 30% of those people intentionally litter. So some of the effects on humans. The first one being visual pollution. Nobody likes to look at litter. It's not pretty, and it really plays a big role. It builds up and it just gets worse, and it's a big factor on how it affects our lives. Diseases and sickness. You got this area here, and areas like this that have cluttered litter that are good areas for bacteria, mosquitoes, rats and rodents to live, and that'll cause, they can carry diseases because of the buildup and stuff and bacteria in there. And if a human comes in contact with that area, they can become sick or ill. Now, physical harm, this could be if you step on a piece of glass or something sharp, or even if there's a fridge that was littered and a kid goes out and was playing and gets stuck in it. Another thing is accidents. And according to State of Utah Department of Transportation, 25,000 accidents happen yearly because of litter. So some of the factors that are hazards to the planet. Number 1 being hazards to the wildlife. So you can see here that you got this duck that has a piece of litter on his bill, and then you got these birds over here that got stuck in an oil spill. That was probably non-intentional. And then you've got some other factors here. So wildlife sickness. According to Falkirk Council, around 69,000 animals are treated each year for litter-related injuries. And also chemicals are released. A lot of these things, such as plastic, release chemicals when they start to deteriorate. And plastic litter releases BPA into our water systems, into the soil, and then it gets into our water systems, which is toxic to us. Plastic bottle can take up to 1 million years to decompose, so it can release these toxins for a long time. And a large amount of our litter ends up in rivers, streams, and bays, this is where we get a lot of our fresh water. Okay, so some of the actions. So we have litter traps, cleaning up, and anti-litter groups. So according to Mark Gold and Kara Howlett's LA Times article, the Los Angeles region has installed screens on more than 50,000 stormwater basins, as well as inserts to keep all but the smallest plastic pollution out of local rivers, beaches, and bays. So a lot of states are actually increasing the amount of litter traps that they're putting so that they keep the litter down in the streams and stuff. Another thing is cleaning up, people just cleaning up after themselves. Anti-litter groups are groups that get together that are against litter, and they do things like such as fundraisers and benefits and stuff to keep people from littering. State laws and regulations, fines for littering. A lot of states are raising their fines for littering. You can see here, here's a $1,000 fine for littering, and that would increase on if it was your first time littering or if you've been littering more than once. According to Keep America Beautiful Inc.'s executive summary, available data led to $11.5 billion annually spent on cleaning up litter. So there's a lot of money spent into cleaning it up. And as we're moving forward, litter is changing a lot, and the effects on humans and the effects on the planet has been changing a lot. Some things getting worse, but a lot of people in their lifetime have littered and not even known it. So you could have been a big factor to this, and so could I.